my guess is these heifers are going to kind of hang together, and then we got the cow group. They're going to kind of hang together, and maybe as the summer goes on, they'll eventually all start getting together again. But a little harder keeping track of things when they end up being in 2 or 3 different groups. But not unusual, not a bad thing. The apple trees on this farm, we have a lot of them, and they're all blossoming right now. They're late, but it seems like once it kind of warmed up here, it's pretty much staying warm. Which I think all in all, over the course of this whole early summer, late spring, I think everything's gonna kind of catch up okay if it stays this way. We got a little bit of rain last night, not very much, but maybe enough to just get some of them seeds we planted just to get germinated and get started. I mean, the last thing we need is heavy rains right now with a lot of loose soil out there. Oats took off pretty good for the most part. I think I had one opener plugged right when I finished it, so I don't think it's going to be anything just on the oats end. The alfalfa and grasses I think are all good. I don't think that's going to make much difference on how that's going to look or turn out. Actually, I look pretty close to see it anyway. Well, here comes the cows, so don't have to go very far to do some counting here. Looks like this brown one right here. That's the next one to calve, and I'm looking at that udder. You're gonna have to make sure that calf is still in her. Yeah. We're gonna get her in the corral here, because I've had them where they have their calf up here and then they just leave it somewhere and kind of play dummy with you, like you don't realize that they had it, and you bring her home and then there's no calf. And we got to bring her back up here to help us find it. She's going to go back closer to home. I bumped a big calf in her, so it's still in her. So there's so much wooded pasture out here that they're going to hide it in that stuff, no doubt. And there's no reason to allow that to happen if you can prevent it. I don't usually like to take them home any sooner than I have to, but they'll surprise you sometimes. They'll calve and put a bag on one day, calve the next day. Or sometimes there's hardly any bag, it bags up after she calves. So, but usually the older cows are pretty good about having their calves fine by themselves. It's these heifers that really gotta be careful with. I always find the best time to come and check these is right before we milk in the evening when the sun is low in the sky or going behind the hill. They all seem to come out in the open, and they're scattered out a little bit in the grass, so you don't miscount. They're usually all near each other. We got our 19 and our Swiss makes 20, so they're all here. We're gonna go check the water, which I'm thinking is right, because one of my boys was down there yesterday. Yeah, this cow here's got an udder under her, but we just dried her out, so she's just kind of starting to shrink down. That's not something we have to be concerned about for a couple months here. that all up, so his brother must have filled this up yesterday, so that all looks good. Nice to see how responsible they can be, and I don't have to necessarily worry as much when they do something. They actually did it. Because well, you don't want something with the cattle not right and left to go.